Hey, good evening, Facebook. We are live once again. Meditate with Marie self-love series. Let me activate Instagram and I'll just give it a minute and see if anyone's going to join us live. Hey, okay, we are go. So welcome to Meditate with Marie. This is my self-love series and it is day 4. How did it get to day 4 already? The week is going by so quickly. I've got my #1 source of love in my life here with me tonight. If I lift my leg a little bit, you guys on Instagram can see her. This is Bramble. Facebook, she's just a little bit out of range. Oh no, there she is. There's Bramble. She's come to meditate with us tonight. Awesome. She's already in the zone. She's very relaxed. So I'm just gonna let her do her thing. So welcome back. If it's your first time, welcome for the first time. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you very much for being here. It's my absolute pleasure to be doing the self-love series, and I just want to say thank you so much to all of you who have sent little comments or messages. It really does bring me joy to hear that some of the things I've already shared have been of value. That is the whole purpose of doing this thing, to be of value to other people. So hey, Susie's on Instagram. Thank you for joining us again, Susie. It's lovely to see your name pop up. Got Bramble here. We're going to meditate tonight, you guys. So in about 5 minutes we'll do a lovely meditation together. There's no specific requirements for meditation. You can literally do it on the go, as long as your mind's in the zone. But feel free to set yourselves up in a space where you won't be disturbed, or where you just want to feel comfy, cozy, maybe light a candle. I've literally been on the go all day and all evening, so I've set up the devices so you guys can see me, and I've just literally rubbed some lavender oil in the palms of my hands and just had a little moment of like, okay, lavender, cool, calm, relax. I love that. So feel free to do anything like that. If you want to light candles or just bring some essential oils in, grab your crystals, anything you like. There's no specific requirements. Just allow yourself to have about 10 minutes. Put your phone on do not disturb, that kind of thing. And I will, in the meantime, introduce today's theme. It's day 4 and the theme is self-acceptance. So on day 1 we worked on a little bit of reflection, which is very much like a gratitude practice. Day 2 we worked on the physical elements of self-love, so self-care. I've just been cooking mussels for the first time in my life ever, because I'm working with an acupuncturist at the moment to help balance my hormones, and I need to nourish my blood. So mussels are really good for that. So I thought, as an act of self-love, I will attempt to cook mussels, which was really good fun actually, thanks to Chef Murphy from work, who helped me by telling me what to do. But I really enjoyed it, and it's really rewarding to cook something really healthy and nourishing for yourself. I found it just really fun to play my jazz music, be cooking in the kitchen and preparing something that's going to nourish me. I'm probably going to go bright red in the face. I did put cream in the sauce for my mussels. I've got a rake of food intolerances that flare me up, so just ignore me if I look sunburnt for the next 10 minutes. So what came next? Yesterday we focused on our mental health. Today we're going to focus on our emotional health. And in terms of self-love, I think one of the best things we can do emotionally is to accept ourselves however we are. Now, everything is energy, including emotions, and everything that's energy emits or resonates at different frequencies depending on the density of the emotion. So say for example, hatred, anger, jealousy, they're considered lower vibrational energies. They resonate at a lower frequency, and this can be scientifically proven. It's not just opinion or, you know, mumbo jumbo. But these are the kind of emotions that trigger stress hormones within the body. So while it's impossible to never experience negative emotions, we have to have balance. So we all experience them. It's part of the human experience. But it's how often we stay in that kind of like headspace, really. If we're constantly feeding anger and jealousy and hatred and just negative emotions, you're going to produce far too many stress hormones within the body, and that is not good for your physical health, it's not good for your mental health, and it is certainly no good for your emotional health. I kind of learned this year that mental and emotional health are kind of two different things. They're very closely linked together, but they're two different things. You've got a mental energy body and you've got an emotional energy body. So yeah, slight difference, but we're not getting to that tonight. Higher vibrational emotions such as happiness, joy, which is the one I resonate the most with, love, contentment, they're considered higher vibrational energies. They resonate on a higher frequency. And these are the emotions that feed the happy hormones within the body, the ones that are more healthy for you. They also kind of trigger the relaxation response, which is the opposite to the stress response. Now, when you're talking in terms of the nervous system, you want to trigger the relaxation response. It's a bit like pressing the brake on your nervous system rather than hitting an accelerator, which is what the stress response does. So how can we tie this in with meditation and emotional health in the terms of self-love? I think the key for me personally has always been to just accept yourself as you are. Now, we all experience things like sadness, we all experience anger or frustration at times, and that is okay. But I find that obviously we don't want to experience those things. Nobody strives for those things. And the more we resist them, the more power you give them. So say if you're feeling sad, but you don't want to be feeling sad, and you get frustrated with yourself for feeling sad, and you just like, oh, I don't want to feel like this, and you try and push it away, all you do is magnetize that energy and kind of make it worse, particularly if it happens over a prolonged period of time. So I have learned, and I really, really wish somebody had taught me this about 27 years ago when my dad died, that rather than resisting these emotions that could be classed as negative or feel bad to us, the best thing to do is to simply accept them and love yourself as you are, however you are, and just allow them to flow through you. That way they kind of just dissipate and you can rise back up to the higher vibrational energies and emotions much more easily. Now, I think this is like emotional resilience. I don't know what the actual official definition of emotional resilience is. I should probably Google that. But I think that's how you build emotional resilience. So that's just my opinion with it. So if you're ready to meditate with me, shall we just see if we can love and accept ourselves however we are today? And this is very much a mindfulness practice. So when we practice mindfulness, we try to do it without any kind of judgment, without any kind of expectation. We literally become the observer. So if you're ready to meditate with me, I invite you to just get yourself comfy. Allow me to turn up a little bit of music, a little bit of relaxing background music. Hopefully you can hear it, and hopefully you can still hear me. That's nice. That sounds kind of, yeah. You don't need music to meditate, but it's quite nice. Okay, awesome. So when you're ready, I invite you to come to any seated position where you can have the spine kind of upright and straight, but without force. If it feels better to just lay down, feel free to do that too. And then let's just begin to pay attention to the breath. We'll take 3 cleansing breaths together. So simply breathing in nice and smoothly and gently, filling up the lungs and allowing the belly to expand if you can. Pausing at the top and then exhaling slowly out through the mouth. See if you can empty all the old air out, and then breathing in nice and deeply. Pausing at the top, and as you exhale, begin to relax the shoulders and soften the face. One more if you can, breathing in. pausing at the top just for a moment, and then exhale all the old air out. Begin to relax and release. Option to place the hands just on the lap, or maybe bring them to the heart space. Feel free to adjust your position anytime you need to, but I invite you just to breathe normally and naturally now. Feel free to close the eyes as you exhale. And just tuning into the sounds and sensations of your breath. Perhaps noticing how it affects your physical body. Perhaps there's a gentle rise and fall within your chest or your abdomen. So just observing the body and noticing how you feel. Is there anywhere that feels tense or tired? Are you feeling okay, calm or relaxed? Knowing that however you've arrived is perfectly good enough. Just focusing on the heart space. Let's breathe in and out of that energy centre now. Imagine yourself visualising the air coming in and out of the heart. The nervous system is already beginning to calm. Keep seeing if you can release any tension within the body as you exhale. Notice if you're gripping or tensing anywhere. Continue to focus on the breath, breathing in and breathing out. Now the mind is going to begin to wander. It's going to jump back and forth between memories of the past or thoughts of the future. I invite you just to not judge yourself if this happens. Just notice where the mind has gone and see if you can just acknowledge any thoughts. Allow them to come and go like clouds in the sky and bring your awareness back to your breath. Still focusing on the heart space. And then I invite you just to notice how you feel. Again, without trying to change or control anything, just observe what's going on the inside. What kind of emotions are you feeling at this time? Just see if you can allow them to be there and just sit with it. Notice how it feels within your body. Notice where you feel it within the body. And see if you can just accept it for whatever it is. To see if you can bring a little bit of love and self-acceptance to whatever emotion or emotions may be present at this time. Be it good, bad, or anything in between. Knowing that however you've arrived, however you are perfectly good enough. See if you can love yourself right now, no matter how you're feeling. Allow yourself to feel nurtured simply by your own breath and your awareness and your own presence. And keep relaxing anywhere that feels tense or tight. If you're facing any challenging or difficult emotions that might arise, just see if you can exhale, just release them a little bit. without any kind of force. If any memories from the past appear, just note them as remembering without feeding that chain of thought. Just note it as remembering and bring yourself back to the present moment via the breath. Or if the mind wanders into the future, just note it as thinking. And then once again bring yourself back into the present moment via the breath. Affirming to yourself in your own mind, I love and accept myself exactly as I am right now. I love and accept myself exactly as I am right now. And then take just a few more moments to just sit with whatever arises, without any kind of expectation, just pure non-judgment, loving kindness towards yourself and self-acceptance. And then gently letting go of any images within the mind, letting go of any thoughts, and just bring your awareness back to your physical presence. Just notice the feel of your body and the surface below your seat. Become aware of your position within the room. Become aware of the building that you're in and its geographical location, wherever that may be. I invite you to take a nice, long, slow, deep breath in, once again filling the lungs and allowing the belly and the ribs to expand. And then exhaling slowly with ease, gently blink the eyelids open and bring yourself back to your present surroundings. Just take in any colours that you see, the level of light, and just anything that surrounds you. So that's just a short mindfulness practice to sit with your emotions, observe them without judgment, and an invitation to just accept and love yourself through whatever you feel. And that's an amazing practice to do when you're feeling pretty rubbish, but it's also a really awesome practice to do when you're feeling good. It's nice to just acknowledge how you feel. So meditation's a great practice. There's many different types. Mindfulness is extremely good for combating anxiety, but in a self-love context, meditation, I think, is one of the best self-love practices that you can do. Not only does it help with emotional resilience, it helps you to build a great relationship with yourself and therefore other people. It's great for the mind, the body, the soul. It's an excellent, excellent self-love practice. So thank you very much for sharing your time and your energy with me here tonight. And the only other things I can recommend, there's probably loads of them actually, but I would recommend, if you struggle with your emotions, it's really good to just sit and feel and be present with them, but it's also good to kind of have an outlet for them as well. So maybe a journaling practice, that's very beneficial for some people. It's great to journal, but also talking to your friends. If you've got some trusted friends that you can talk to, who are maybe great listeners, but without trying to like fix you or find solutions for things. I just find it very helpful if I'm going through something where I can just express to a friend, okay, I'm feeling sad today, I'm having a rubbish day, and then they don't need to like recommend anything. They can just love me through it and encourage me to love myself through it without forcing me to change anything. And I find that that is the best way to just allow any kind of sadness to just dissipate, and then you just bounce back. You always do. Let me see what Susie's saying. Oh, hey Susie, that's lovely. Thank you for meditating with me here tonight. I'm so glad that you've been open to practicing with me. Oh, I'm glad you felt your soul. You are so aligned right now, because tomorrow is my last day of the self-love series, and we're going to focus on the soul. My theme for tomorrow is the higher self. So if you would like to join me tomorrow at 9, or catch up later on at a later time, feel free to join me. I'm going to rock my spirituality vibes tomorrow. A great self-love practice. Before I go, I just want to share, especially for the people on Instagram, because Facebook know this but Instagram don't, the self-love practices that I'm sharing with you now, they're kind of categorized as one thing. I did a positivity project. I've done it twice on Facebook, and self-love is just one of the positivity practices in that project. There are 13 others. The first one's gratitude, but all the videos from those are now available on my YouTube channel. So if anybody's enjoying this series and what we do, and you haven't seen any of the positivity project videos, if you would like to check them out, they're all there on the YouTube channel, Meditate with Marie. And I think both of them are. We did one in November 2020, and we did one in July last year, so 2022. So this self-love series is just an expansion of one of those practices. Yeah, so it's there for you if you want it. They're literally videos taken from the Facebook and uploaded to the YouTube channel. It was great fun. It was really good fun. So thank you to everyone who took part in that too. I'm going to send you lots of love and sign off for the night. I wish you a peaceful sleep. Know that you are loved. However you are just completely loved by me, yourself, and the universe. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and if you do watch this at a later time, feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know how this practice went for you. Sweet dreams from Bramble and myself. Good night. And good night to Facebook.